What's up, you guys? This is Rob from Gay Guy Plays, and today we've got something a little bit different, a little bit special. I've only done this one time before, but I've actually got my hands on the patch notes a little bit early, so I figured we would go ahead and go through some of the bits and pieces, because they haven't given us all of the pages of the patch notes, just like the first 7. I think it's like 7 out of 25. It's absolutely ridiculous. But they have given us the thumbs up to launch these videos the second that the actual update comes out. So I figured I would go ahead and go over this with you. There's not going to be anything crazy or special on the screen at all other than this chroma and my face. So feel free to not watch and actually be playing the game. This is kind of like, hey, I'll read you the patch notes. It went well last time. You guys seem to like it. So we're going to be covering some mission changes, some mission additions, some the new dual wield thingies that's happening, and some weapon buffs. I went ahead and looked at this ahead of time, and I'm super jazzed. So let's go ahead and start with the mission stuff. Now, they are going to be adding some cool things with exterminate missions. Enemy units start easy and get tougher towards the end of the mission, so things ramp up. Really, really excited. They've tossed in some Eximus, or special enemy mini-bosses that spawn in intervals as enemies are killed. Enemies in Crossfire will now spawn more variety. And enemies will no longer be tracked once the required exterminate count is reached, and the tracker will now disappear after a few seconds. I don't know exactly what that means, but basically it means they're saying, you can go now. Get the fuck out. I haven't read through the mobile defense changes, but let's take a look at these. Added mobile defense consoles to more Grenier shipyards and asteroid tiles to increase the chance of playing unique tiles for mobile defense missions. That's always nice. Kind of get to mix things up a little bit. Reduce the maximum total defense time from 6 minutes to 4 minutes in the highest difficulty areas. The time is still divided between 2 to 3 consoles. Did someone just donate to me? That's very strange. I'm not streaming right now, right? Good, I'm not. Increase the maximum time, reduce the maximum total defense time from 6 minutes to 4 minutes in the highest difficulty areas. The time is still divided between 2 to 3 consoles. Increase the maximum concurrent enemy count during defense stages to increase the intensity. Reduce the console health slightly for a little added challenge. Kind of nice. Console health is higher in solo missions. Alright, so you don't have to worry if you're doing this solo, you're gonna be okay. And like the exterminate ones, enemy types start easy and get tougher with each console defended. Ooh, they're spicing up their game. They're making it kind of like exciting. The next one I'm actually really excited about. Evacuation is back. Remember when you had to when they had that big event where you had to escort those people through the little tunnels and you had to do life support things to keep them alive? That was really fun. I like that one a lot. But it's returning and it's going to be called Defection. So you find the Hero systems and new Bane of Corrupted. Sorry. I got really excited there. There's a Bane of Corrupted mod now. That was... listen, I didn't read too hard through all of these patch notes, but now we have a Bane of Corrupted mod. We have a Bane of Corrupted mod. Hell yes! Added Galleon, Asteroid, and Infested Ships defection missions to Dark Sector nodes in the star chart. Phobos, Memphis, Saturn, Kakaral, and Neptune, Ursura. Defection has been added into the sortie rotation, so you guys will see this. Oh my god, I'm super jazzed. This is going to be really fun. Multiplayer Simulacrum is here. You guys know that. There are new Captura rooms. 3 new scenes have arrived. These can be obtained in rare crates on Earth. The Grenier Forest Factory scene, the Forest Industry scene, and the Forest Water Pump scene. Interesting. Quest-related Captura rooms have also been added. Interesting. But spoilers mean we won't say too much. If you finished Octavia's Anthem, you'll find Cephalon Suda offering a new room. Once you finish Chains of Hero, Red Veil will offer a new Captura room. Interesting. Interesting. There's some Razer Chroma compatibility. I'm not going to cover that, but I think that's like the Razer controls or something. Whatever. It's a thing. We'll skip that. Dual wield thrown melee and secondary weapons. Ooh, this is juicy. Dual wield any thrown melee weapon and a single-handed secondary weapon to destroy your enemies. Execute unique quick melee combos and charged throws when dual wielding for added damage. In addition to that, thrown melee weapon stands have been revived to balance new features. Now, I've seen some of these, but I haven't actually read through all of them, so we'll see. Kestrel increased critical chance from 5 to 10%. Meh. for melee hits and projectiles. Increased damage from 30 to 35, meh, not too bad. Increased crit multiplier from 1.5 to 2. So nothing too crazy, but the Kestrel still knocks enemies down and ragdolls them around. The people who use the Kestrel, which is the boomerang one, so it's the one that looks like a boomerang, love that shit for the knockdown. So, okay. Glaive, increased critical chance from 5% to 10%. Increased damage from 35 to 45. Alright, it's looking good. Increased critical multiplier from 1.5 to 2, and increased mastery rank requirement to 1. Nothing too major. It is the glaive. This is like the base glaive, so it's not anything really to look at. Sorry, I got distracted by the next one because it's like, wow! Serrata, increased status chance from 25 to 30%, increased damage from 35 to 44, change damage type of recall discharge to poison. Recall discharge. So like when it comes back, oh no, because when you I believe that when you throw a weapon, you can actually call it back early via the use of, I think it's either the I think it's a channel button that calls it back faster. So I guess that has like a little acid spray to it. Interesting. All right, I'm having a moment here, and I can actually see them altering the dock as we speak. Holy shit! What are you doing? They literally added, oh, interesting, mobile defense changes. They just added this now. Lockdowns can no longer occur at any point during mobile defense missions. Keep that in mind. Literally, the editing is happening as we speak. So for the Orvius, this one is really, really cool. Increased status chance from 10 to 15, not bad. Increased critical chance from 10 to 15. Increased damage from 50 to 70, which is nice. Increased the recall damage discharge is now ice, and the mastery rank has gone from 5 to 6. Nothing too crazy there. Halicar, increased status chance from 15 to 20%. Increased crit chance from 5 to 10%. That's alright. Increased crit multiplier from 1.5 to 2. Well, thanks. It sucks less now. Increased damage from 35 to 45%. That's pretty nice, but they did increase the mastery rank from 0 to 7. Now, if you guys don't know what the Halicar is, it is the Grineer jet-propulsed boomerang, and it looks basically like a dick. So you're throwing your dick at people and you're disarming them with it. It's like they're shocked. They're like, oh, did you just hit me with your penis? It happens. Glaive Prime. Increased status chance from 20 to 30. Baby, that's pretty nice. Increased critical chance from 5 to 15. Not bad. Increased crit multiplier from 1.5 to 2. Thank you. It needed that. Increased damage from 45 to 50. Knockdown added to recall discharge. Interesting. Oh, but the mastery rank went from 0 to 10. So, I hope y'all crafted your Glaive Primes already. Now, here's something that is a little bit of a surprise for you guys, which I don't think you heard coming, but... So they said that they were going to upgrade the thrown weapons. Well, they also decided that they would upgrade the secondary shotguns. That's right, secondary shotguns. So Bronco went from 15 to 38 from space damage. Damage fall off has been added. This is the thing that kills me. A lot of these secondary shotguns have had damage fall off added, which like makes my soul cry. But it starts from 7 meters, ending at 14 with a minimum damage of 10. Status chance has been increased from 14 to 20, whatever. Act Bronco, increased damage from 50 to 38. Damage fall off at 7 meters, ending at 14. Status chance increased from 14 to 20. I'm not, like, interested, really. Bronco Prime, damage increased from 20 to 50. Damage fall off added from 9, ending at 18 with a minimum damage of 13. A part of me almost wonders how they come up with these ranges, because we've got 7 meters and 14, and then 9 to 18. Don't ask me. Status chance increased from 17.5 to 22%. That's pretty... That's a decent chunk. Increased crit multiplier from 1.5 to 2, and mastery rank 3 is required. Now, this is where you guys get invested. This is where y'all have your emotional moment. The Brack has had its damage increased from 15 to 20. Damage fall off reduced. So it's not, so it's damage, wait, I don't know what damage fall off reduced means. So I guess maybe the damage fall off was larger before? I got excited, I don't know, I had feelings. Damage fall off reduced to 11 meters and ending at 22 with a minimum damage of 8. Increased status chance from 10 to 15%. Mastery rank 6 required. I got excited, but it really wasn't all that great. Detron, damage increased from 15 to 40. Damage fall off added starting from 13 meters, ending at 26 with a minimum damage of 14. Status chance increased from 10 to 20. Mastery rank 6 required. Twin Roga. So all of my Twin Roga lovers out there, because y'all are like invested in that weapon, the damage has been increased. So that thing's got even more stopping power now, but it does have damage fall off. Didn't they say that this weapon was going to be lethal at any range? I'm just saying. 10 meters, ending at 20 with a minimum damage of 10. However, they did kind of double its damage. So I guess that's not terrible. And actually, that's the number one thing that you've been seeing with a lot of these weapons is the damage has been increased, but they have added fall off, which kind of like reduces it. So we'll take a look at that numerically when I have time to like process it, but like the Detron Mara, we'll take a look at this one. Damage fall off added from 16 meters, ending at 32 with a minimum damage of 15. Status chance has gone up from 10 to 20, which makes me feel very nice. Critical chance, really, it's got a critical chance of 2.5, and you made it 5%. Nobody cares about that DE. Increased accuracy for hip and aim fire. I like that though. Mastery rank 9 required. Comac. Damage increased from 8 to 17. Damage fall off reduced to 12 meters, ending at 24 with a minimum damage of 5. Mastery rank 10 required. Act Bronco Prime. The damage went up from 20 to 50. Fall off at 9 meters to 18. Mastery rank 11 required. The Piranha. I know y'all love the Piranha. Damage increased from 9 to 22, but the damage fall off has started from 15 meters, ending at 30 with a minimum damage of 6. Increased mag size from 5 to 10. Mag size went up. I mean, it's automatic. It's really good for that. Mastery rank 12 required. That's a Mastery rank 12 Ruckpin now. Piranha stepping up its game. Twin Comac. Damage increased from 8 to 17. Damage fall off reduced to 12 meters, ending at 24. Increased fire rate from 5 to 8. Not bad. Increased recoil though, and decreased accuracy. Oh, Mastery rank 12 required for the Twin Comac. Now, there are some buffs to some other weapons out here, which are the secondary weapons. These are secondary pistol weapons, and y'all are gonna be pissed, because the Lado Prime and the Lado Vandal both got buffs. I'm just saying, we'll get to that. Lado increased from 18 to 30, increased crit chance up to 10%, increased status chance from 1 to 3%. Act Lado, do we care about the Act Lado? 18 to 30%, increased crit chance from 5 to 10%, increased status chance from 1 to 3%, nobody cares. Furus. Now, I know some people do love the Furus, so we'll give it this one. Increased damage 15 to 20, so it's got 5 more base damage. Increased status chance from 1% to 8%. Oh, okay. Okay, you gave it a 7% boost. Alright, DE. Lex increased... Oh. What? Did they buff the Act Lex Prime? No, they didn't. No, they did. No, they buffed the Lex Prime. I don't think they buffed the Act Lex Prime. Hold on, I'm having a moment. Sorry. Lex increased damage from 70 to 130? That's like almost double damage. Increased crit chance from 15 to 20%. From 70 to 30? It's a lot of damage already, but okay. Take it. We'll take it where we can get it. Sicarus increased damage from 30 to 40, increased crit chance from 10 to 15, increased status chance from 2 to 5. Nobody cares about you, Sicarus. Act Furious increased damage from 15 to 20, increased status chance from, like, what is, nobody cares. Lado Vandal, for those of you who have it, I'm putting it out there into the universe for those of you who have it. Increased damage from 20 to 50, increased crit chance from 8 to 20%, and increased mastery rank requirement from 0 to 4. Now, Act Lex, of course, has from 70 to 130 crit chance from 15 to 20. We already know that. Lex Prime has just had its mastery rank requirement gone from 0 to 5. So it looks like they are focusing more on mastery rank, which is nice. Dex Furious, for those of you who use it. I'm not, like, super big. Ooh, they buffed the Sicarus Prime. Okay, sorry. I got invested. Dex Furious from 15 to 16. Crit chance from 8 to 10%, increased status chance from 5 to 20%, increased mastery rank requirement from 2 to 5. There's some people out there who I'm pretty sure like the Dex Furious. If you like the Dex Furious, leave that in the comments below. Now, of course, this is my baby right here. My baby don't mess around. Everybody's gonna be so salty when I talk about this buff. LMAO Prime increased damage from 22 to 37. Increased crit chance from 5% to 30%! I'm sorry. I had a moment. Like, literally, the LMAO Prime was like garbage tier. That just brings a tear to my eye. Y'all buff my LMAO Prime. So they increased the status chance from 5 to 20% as well. So from 5 to 30 for critical chance, from 5 to 20 to status chance. Increased mastery rank requirement from 0 to 6. I'm alright. Sickness Prime increased damage from 40 to 50. Increased crit chance. Who cares if you increase the mastery rank requirement from 0 to 6? That's a founder's weapon. Nobody cares. But okay, I guess you had to do it on principle. Sickness Prime increased damage from 40 to 50. Increased crit chance from 20 to 25. So we already got like a buff for Sickness Prime a little bit ago. Now we're getting even a bigger buff. Increased status chance from 10 to 20%. For everybody who's got their hands on a Sickness Prime, love that shit. Love on your Sickness Prime. Now, we do also have primary weapon revisits. The Daikyu has had its damage increased. The Daikyu has had its damage increased from 350 to 500. Its status chances increased from 45 to 50% and added a 100% knockback status effect. What? What? Can we talk about this? That's really interesting. Oh shit, they buffed the Stradivar. Increased accuracy when shooting from the hip in full auto mode. Increased accuracy when in shooting in semi-auto mode. Increased damage from 25 to 28 in full auto mode. Increased critical chance from 10 to 15 in auto mode. Ooh, they're doing some stuff. They're doing. I see it. I see it. Opticore added innate 1 meter punch through. Increased status chance from 15 to 20%. Increased critical chance from 15 to 20%. Increased critical multiplier from 2 to 2.5 times. Enemies killed now disintegrates. Increased collision thickness of the beam. They made the Opticore thicker. Sweet baby child. All I can say is there are some really, really cool buffs. Of course, now with the update releasing and launching and all of that kind of stuff, I do not have time to cover all of these at once. I will end up getting to them eventually, probably after TennoCon, but if I was really gonna spotlight anything, I would definitely want you guys to revisit the secondary shotguns. And for me, if you love me, play the Detron Mara and let me know how you feel. The Piranha is really, really interesting too. The thrown weapon changes are, to be honest, thrown weapons have always been kind of a little bit lower, so it's not something that I feel like they've just brought them up to snuff. I don't feel like they buffed them to like god tier, but they've brought them up to a level that's actually decent. So I would, if y'all haven't checked it out, I would check out your Sickness Primes, because your Sickness Primes are going to be sick. And you know, for those who have the LMAO Prime, go ahead and you can pick those up real quick and see how that works. Actually, one of the things that I really want to see is all of the Daikyu lovers out there and the Stradivar lovers. Actually, Daikyu, Stradivar, and Opticore lovers, all of you guys out there, chime in the comments. Are you guys fucking hyped? Because this is page 1 through 7. This is page 1 through 7 only. There are, what, I think in total like 19 more pages that go along with this. Oh, we gonna have to go to church. Anyway, I will let you guys go. I hope you guys are enjoying the update right now. Play, have fun. Regardless, as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I will see you guys very, very soon with all of the U21 thingamabobbers. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.